Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. It's Thursday and it is a beautiful December day for racing. We had a great 10-race card for you today and we're going to get right to it. Let's take a look at those track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course firm, and we start things off with a $12,500 claimer, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards, non-winners of 2 lifetime sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 7, Artillery Punch.
They're off. Jill's Reflection is going out to the front. There's Flashy Brass on the outside to quickly move up alongside and take over. And then it's Gracious Humor who's out running in third. On the rail, B. Wayne is next. Miss Nilly in the lead, check there, and back running in fifth. 4 lengths off the lead. And then it's Kiki's Tony, and Joaquina is the last of them all. So they head to the half-mile pole with Flashy Brass, the favorite, in front. 3/4 of a length ahead of Gracious Humor through a 23 flat opening quarter mile. Break of another 2.5. And then it's Jill's Reflection third to the outside. At the rail, B. Wayne follows in fourth. Miss Nalini is fifth, now being ridden along 5 lengths off the lead, and another 5 lengths to Joaquina and Kiki's Tony. And now they come toward the quarter pole, and Flashy Brass and Paco Lopez have the lead. And Flashy Brass turns for home after a 46 flat half mile. They're into the stretch, and it's Flashy Brass under a hand ride here, opening up easily at will at the 8th pole. Now 5 lengths ahead of Gracious Humor and Jill's Reflection on the inside. Passing the 16th pole, it's just an absolute romp for Flashy Brass. Flashy Brass never asked to run, won it by 7. Over Jill's Reflection, then Miss Nalini and Gracious Humor fourth.
And Flashy Brass takes the first race. Paco Lopez was in the irons for trainer Bruno Tesori and owner Anthony DePaula. Flashy Brass paid $3.80 to win. And that takes us to our second race, a maiden special weight for 2-year-old fillies. They'll be going a mile and a 16th on the turf course.
They're off. Gorgeous Dream came out well. On the inside, Magician's Vanity and Musical Mystery on the outside are going to take over, and Gorgeous Dream's going to take back. And Bugle, the favorite, is fourth early on as they race for the turn, 4 lengths off the lead. And then it's Get Down Kitten, who's racing down on the inside, and right alongside of Medalita Doro. Mirakeb is right there too. And then on the inside comes Giant Crystal, and Delightful, floated wide on the first turn, is trailing the field 9 lengths off the lead. 23-1 was the first quarter, and they go to the backstretch with Magician's Vanity leading the way. And now Magician's Vanity opens up a length and a half. And Musical Mystery is second up the backstretch. Bugle follows in third. Then it's Gorgeous Dream fourth on the inside, 4 lengths off the lead. Mirakeb is going up on the outside. Get Down Kitten rides the rail. Get Down Kitten is 6 lengths behind at this stage and 2 lengths ahead of Giant Crystal and Medalita Doro. Delightful is still at the back, and 9 lengths to make up for Delightful after a 47-2 half mile. Into the turn, Magician's Vanity and Luis Saez out there a length and a half. From Gorgeous Dream, who has slipped through into second now. Bugle moving on the outside. Get Down Kitten's got run just in behind them. Gonna need a way through there as Get Down Kitten. Mirakeb circles up on the far outside. Then Musical Mystery. Medalita Doro is after that. Giant Crystal and Delightful, and they're into the stretch. And Bugle has run for the lead. Get Down Kitten now charges through on the inside. It's Bugle and Get Down Kitten coming up the fence. Get Down Kitten and Bugle. These two from the back of the pack. Giant Crystal with a strong late rally on the far outside, and the 3 of them come to the wire, heads apart. Get Down Kitten, Giant Crystal, and Bugle on the wire together, and Mirakeb was fourth.
And Get Down Kitten, the first-time starter for trainer Mike Maker, just out-noses Bugle to take the second race. Edgar Prado was the jockey for Maker, and owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey. Get Down Kitten paid $8.40 to win.
Dress your home for the holidays. Spend good times with family and friends. Find something special for everyone on your list. 'Tis the season at the Village at Gulfstream Park. Shop all your favorite home stores. Enjoy over 15 restaurants, bars, and nightclubs. Get in the spirit with a South Florida tradition. Symphony of Lights, free every night. Visits from Santa, too. Come to the Village at Gulfstream Park for a symphony of holiday cheer, now until the end of the year.
Welcome back. We've got the third race for you. This is a $6,250 claimer. 3-year-olds and upwards, non-winners of 3 lifetime sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 7 Forest Friends.
They're off. Be a Wildcat broke well, so did Red Pom Pom. Summation Day between those two was away running in third. Crown Distinction is fourth early on the outside. Then it's Excellent King in fifth, 3 lengths off the lead, 3 lengths ahead of Mutaka. Then Staff Sergeant on the inside. Kalpalek trails the field as they race to the half-mile pole. And they're in pursuit of Red Pom Pom, who ran by the opening quarter mile into the far turn in 23 seconds flat. Red Pom Pom by a head. Be a Wildcat now dead even on the far turn. These two nose to nose on the lead, and Crown Distinction is 2 lengths off of them and starting to close the gap. And then it's Summation Day to the inside, followed by Excellent King, and the others are scattered in behind as they come toward the top of the stretch. Be a Wildcat and Red Pom Pom and Crown Distinction under a hand ride comes to take them on now. A very confident Luis Saez and Crown Distinction forge their way to the front at the 8th pole. And Crown Distinction with ease moves away from Red Pom Pom, and it is Crown Distinction. Crown Distinction just cruising home to victory here. Red Pom Pom was second, then Be a Wildcat, and a photo between Summation Day and Mutaka for fourth.
And Crown Distinction handily takes the third race. Luis Saez was the jockey for trainer Antonio Sano and owner the Three Marias Racing Stable. Crown Distinction paid $2.80 to win. And that takes us to our fourth race. This is a $12,500 maiden claimer. 3-year-olds and upwards going 6 furlongs on the main track. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. And it's perfect spot on the inside, out with early speed. Right there to Run It Back, and Run It Back's going to grab the lead. Relativity Factor is up close, and Gamble on the inside. And they're followed by Christy Orr, the favorite, who's in fifth early, with 3 lengths to make up the backstretch. El Gran Tito and the Loose Caboose are after that, and then Bart of Avon, who's gaining ground on the inside. Then it's back to He's a Miracle. B. Bacharach is next. Makuto trails after a 23 flat first quarter. And now the field races for the far turn. And it's Run It Back and Relativity Factor with 3 furlongs to go. These two vie for the lead. And Chris Dior is third now with 2 lengths to make up. The whips come out on perfect spot, fourth on the inside, then El Gran Tito, followed by Bart of Avon and He's a Miracle, and they're coming to the top of the stretch, a 46 and 3/2 mile. They're into the stretch, and it's Run It Back cutting the corner. Relativity Factor alongside these two, nose to nose at the 8th pole, and giving way is Chris Dior, who's dropped back through the field. Now it's Relativity Factor. Run It Back on the inside, fights on, but Relativity Factor's got it. Relativity Factor to win from Run It Back. Very close third there between El Gran Tito and Perfect Spot.
And Relatively Factor kicks clear to take the fourth race and pays a hefty $33.60. Orlando Boca Chica was the jockey for trainer Marcus Vitale and owner Cross Sabers Farms, LLC. And now for our fifth race. This is a $25,000 maiden claiming event. 2-year-olds going 6 furlongs on the main track. Just 1 scratch in here, that's the 6.
They're off. Fast start for Third Cup of Coffee. And on the inside, there goes Get Creative. These two out for the lead together. Unlock the Storm is right there to the outside. On the far outside comes Off Duty, who's away running in fourth. And then it's Just for Fun and Caramello down on the inside. Between those two, Returning Rock and One Proud Dude, they're tightly packed. Then Stay Determined on the far outside, who's only 4 lengths off the lead. And Yakov trails the field. 22-3 was the first quarter. Into the far turn. And the first-time starter, Get Creative, leads the way. Get Creative on top. Opening up a 2-length lead. Off Duty second to the outside. Caramello is in third. Unlock the Storm is under a drive and dropping back in fourth. Then Just for Fun moving up on the outside of One Proud Dude. Third Cup of Coffee rides the rail. And they're into the stretch of 46 2.5 mile. And Get Creative turns for home with a 3-length lead on Caramello. Then it's Off Duty third on the outside, followed by Third Cup of Coffee along the rail. Past the 16th pole, and Edgard Zayas and Get Creative are all alone. They're going to win by 6 or 7. Caramello was second, and then Third Cup of Coffee, Off Duty fourth.
And the 2, Get Creative, takes the 5th race. Edgard Zayas was in the irons for trainer Kirk Zadie and owner Acclaimed Racing Stables. Get Creative paid $7.60 to win. And we'll be right back with more racing after this.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Mucho Macho Man wins the 126 Suburban in a dazzling time.
Mucho Macho Man just keeps on finding on the lead. Will take charge a late run. Mucho Macho Man, the more they asked, the more he gave.
Mucho Macho Man, multiple Grade 1 and Breeders' Cup Classic winning earner of $5.6 million. New for 2015 at Adena Springs.
Welcome back. It's time for our 6th race. This is a $20,000 claimer. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward, going 5 furlongs on the turf course.
They're off. Hot Cotton comes out quickly. On the far outside, there goes our lovely Lindsay with early speed. These two out to the front together. And then it's Cowgirl's Prey, who's away running in third on the inside. Dreamin' of Carmela C settles into stride back there in fourth by another 2. And then it's Saucy Donna fifth on the inside, followed by Concert Pianist. Early Glory is after that. And then comes Starship Journey. Trio of Mischief had to steady as the field raced for the turn. And then it's back to Got a Heart of Gold in Calm Reply. 21-2 the opening quarter mile. Hot Cotton on top on the far turn. Our lovely Lindsay, length back now in second as they come to the top of the stretch. Starship Journey circles up on the outside into third and is gaining ground. And then it's Cowgirl's Prey and Dreamin' of Carmela C. And coming through on the inside is Calm Reply, who needs some running room, and also steadying there is Saucy Donna. They haven't got Hot Cotton yet. And Hot Cotton's got the lead over Cowgirl's Prey down to the line. Hot Cotton all the way to Cowgirl's Prey. And then came Trio of Mischief, followed by Saucy Donna.
And Hot Cotton takes the 6th race. Carlos Oliveira was the jockey for trainer Fernando Lopez and owner BLC Stable Inc. Hot Cotton paid $6.40 for her victory. And now for our 7th race. This is a $12,500 maiden claimer. 2-year-olds going 6 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 15, that's your also eligible Traveler's Dream. And there's also a jockey change. Rodney Sudin jumps aboard the 2, fills comprise.
They're off. Trouble Kid off slowly, and Tough Sky had a rough beginning as well. It's Deer Dog who comes out the best, and Deer Dog speeds off to a 2-length lead. Splitter second on the outside, Zoom Box away running in third, then Sacha Inchi and Zvetic along the inside. Trouble Kid, who started slowly, is up to mid-pack now, then Kiss the VI Mass on the far outside, followed by Double Agent in between horses. And right there too is Magic Jackson as they move for the turn. Then comes Cobra Stiago, followed by Burning Wild, then a break of another 4 lengths back to Phil's Comprise. Dr. Cool and Tough Sky, 22 and 3 for the quarter. Around the far turn, and it's Deer Dog. Out there by 2.5, Trouble Kid cutting into the gap in second, 4 lengths ahead of the others. Then comes Double Agent third on the far outside. Splitter is next. Zoombox and Zvetic, and they're into the stretch. And Deer Dog is in front, a 46 flat half mile. Deer Dog's got a 3-length lead at the 8th pole. Trouble Kid is second, and it's a long way back to Zvetic and Splitter. Deer Dog and Rafael Hernandez coming home on top here. Deer Dog wins, going away by about 5 in the end over Trouble Kid. Then it was Zvetic, and Splitter was fourth.
And Deer Dog takes the 7th race. Rafael Hernandez was the jockey for trainer Buff Bradley and owner Jack P. Reitz. Deer Dog paid $7.20 to win. And that'll take us to our 8th race. This is a starter allowance with an optional claiming tag of $35,000. 2-year-old fillies will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch the 8, Golden Emily. Okay.
They're off. Miss Wilby started well on the inside. Miss Deja Vu also with early speed. These two out to the front. And La Inesperada came out running in fourth behind them as they move into the turn. A really wide run there, extremely wide for Quiet Kitten into that first turn. So it's going to be Miss Deja Vu to go out there and set the pace. Leads a length and a half to La Inesperada. And then it's Miss Wilby to the inside and Carolyn. On the far outside after a wide run, Quiet Kitten's up running in fifth. 3 deep as they go to the back stretch. Then it's Terry's Big Heart followed by a Fleet Mary. Break of another 3. Back to Who's That Chick? Then Peggy Grieves Me. And at the back it's Doing What She Likes. 24 and 2 was the quarter as they move up the back stretch. Miss Deja Vu the leader. La Inesperada is second. And then it's Carolyn, and Quiet Kitten on the far outside moves up a spot and now takes third. Miss Wilby fifth along the inside. Right in behind them, Terry's Big Heart and a Fleet Mary as they race for the turn. They went 47 and 4 for a half mile. And it is Miss Deja Vu the leader. La Inesperada second. On the outside, Quiet Kitten right there running in third. Miss Wilby now under a ride to keep up in fourth. Terry's Big Heart saves all the ground fifth. Now comes one off the rail. On the far outside, Who's That Chick is putting in a bid. There too is a Fleet Mary, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. Miss Deja Vu turning for home in front. La Inesperada, Miss Wilby now coming on between those two. Farther out, Terry's Big Heart, a Fleet Mary on the far outside, and Who's That Chick down the center of the course. Now it's Terry's Big Heart and a Fleet Mary. These are the two, and Terry's Big Heart does it. A Fleet Mary second, Who's That Chick third, then La Inesperada.
And Terry's Big Heart shows her big heart in winning the 8th race. Jose Valdivia Jr. was the jockey for owner-trainer Stephen Dwowskin. Terry's Big Heart paid $6.60 to win. And after the ace race, I talked to a very excited Stephen Dwowskin, and he told me what he thought of Terry's Big Heart's performance.
I just thought it was great, and I was worried a little bit at the quarter pole, but when he broke loose, she showed what she had. So I was very happy.
Dress your home for the holidays. Spend good times with family and friends. Find something special for everyone on your list. 'Tis the season at the Village at Gulfstream Park. Shop all your favorite home stores. Enjoy over 15 restaurants, bars, and nightclubs. Get in the spirit with a South Florida tradition. Symphony of Lights, free every night. Visits from Santa, too. Come to the Village at Gulfstream Park for a symphony of holiday cheer, now until the end of the year.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Welcome back. It's time for our 9th race. This is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $25,000. 3-year-olds and upwards sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 11, Heart Doctor, and the 13, Define.
They're off. Awkward start for Trev. A good start for Golden Rifle. Golden Rifle and Deterrent out for the lead together, and Golden Story is third to the outside of them. A length and a half back to Shadow Rock, and then comes back to Seattle on the outside up the backstretch. Red Knight is after that. Trev has moved up into mid-pack after breaking awkwardly. Then back to Ginger Goose. Cool Boys is next. Dr. Goldfarb, and the trailer is Cadillactic. 21-2 the opening quarter for Deterrent, who leads the way on the far turn. Deterrent in front by a length. Golden Story is second. Golden Rifle third, saving all the ground. 2 lengths off the leaders. Shadow Rock is fourth on the outside, and they're into the stretch. Deterrent is the leader. Golden Story on the outside. Golden Rifle going to try to split those two as they come into the final furlong. No place to go. Head to steady. Here comes Shadow Rock. Shadow Rock goes by the leaders now, and Shadow Rock and Edgar Prado are up in time over Golden Story. Then a troubled Golden Rifle and Deterrent.
And Shadow Rock completely throws the board off and upsets the 9th race. Edgar Prado was in the irons for trainer Scooter Dickey and owners Richard Bod and Dennis Smith. Shadow Rock paid a whopping $62.80. He went off at 30-1. And we close the day with the 10th race, a $20,000 maiden claimer, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards, going a mile on the turf course. Scratch your 13 and 14, the also eligibles. We also have a jockey change. Miguel Vasquez gets aboard the 5, Princess Romana.
They're off. Asta broke near the back of the pack. A good start for Famous Sting on the inside. Gimme Jimmy on the outside is sent along. Princess Romana is going up there too. And La Bendecita Elsa came out running in fourth. Tenacious Indeed, fifth on the far outside as they race into the turn. Ruby on My Mind saves the ground there in sixth and is backed off about 7 lengths from the pace. Then Royal Spaces, Forever for Always, next by another 2. And they're followed by New York Jackie alongside of Valid Wildfire. Asta is second last at this stage of the race, 13 lengths off the lead, and Bay Road trails. 23-2 was the first quarter. Gimme Jimmy leads them up the backstretch, 3/4 of a length. Famous Sting is second, pressing the pace on the outside in hand. And then comes Princess Romana, a length and a half off of them, slipping through his Royal Spaces on the inside. Tenacious Indeed, fifth and just outside of them. La Bendecita Elsa, followed by Princess Romana to the outside. Farther out comes Valid Wildfire after a half that goes in 47-4. And now Asta is being ridden along. Asta about 7 lengths off the lead, going up between horses, but with work to do as they round the far turn. And it is Gimme Jimmy on the inside, and on the outside, Famous Sting. These two vie for the lead, coming to the top of the stretch. And then it's Tenacious Indeed, Forever for Always. Asta's put to the whip, still needs to do better. They're into the stretch, and it's Famous Sting and Edgar Prado, and they hit the front. Gimme Jimmy, though, keeps on battling on the inside. Forever for Always finishing well with Royal Spaces. Here's Forever for Always, and Edgar Zayas in the center of the course. Forever for Always up in time. And then it was Famous Sting in second, followed by Gimme Jimmy, Royal Spaces, and Asta.
And Forever and Always takes the 10th race and pays another big price, $51.80 to win. Edgar Zayas is your winning jockey for trainer Jenna Antonucci and owner Stephen H. Langsam. And we've got your payouts for you today. The pick 4 paid $6,622.90. The pick 5, 4 of 5, $156.85. 5 of 5, $49,023.25. The Rainbow 6, 5 of 6, $495.54. We will have a very large carryover going into tomorrow, $45,117.26. And how about that super high 5 today? More than a $415,000 pool ends up paying $45,542.60. Lots of big payoffs today. That's going to do it for Thursday's card, but we have another great 10-race card for you tomorrow on Friday. The race to watch is the 9th race, and that is a 5-furlong turf allowance for fillies and mares. And the filly to watch, in my opinion, is on the inside, and that is Catching Fireflies for the Ralph Nix barn. She made her first start for Nix last time out, broke from the 10-hole, was very wide throughout, was dueling for the win in the end, but just got tired late, ended up third. The filly that was second in that race actually came back to win her next start in an allowance. And another thing to note here is that Edgar Prado will be aboard Catching Fireflies, and he is winning at a 50% clip when he teams up with Ralph Nix. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. See you on Friday.